Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I got a 2004, I think it is, CBR600RR. Got a pretty good deal on it, but it does not run. So it did run from the guy I bought it from, my buddy. It did run when he got it, but yeah, now it doesn't start up. And we're not sure what the issue is. We think it might be fuses, so we're gonna just start checking. He didn't need another bike, he had a few other projects going on, so I'm gonna see if I can fix this thing. Might be a simple fix, might be a complicated fix. Yeah, it's not in perfect shape. It's got some broken things, some broken fairings right there, but other than that, it's not too bad. It's got about 14,000 kilometers. Yeah, so not bad for a 2004. Yeah, we're gonna start taking it apart and see what we can find. Start with the fuses and go from there. The fuse box, if I'm not wrong, is right underneath this thing. That's where it was on my 03 CBR that I had once. And so now we're gonna start taking these fairings apart and see how far we can get. Alright, I just checked the fuse box. I think this is the only one there is, and yeah, they're all good. So next up is probably check the spark plugs, check the coil packs. Not quite sure where to go, but yeah, we're gonna start with the spark plugs. Gotta do a little bit more research, but I'm guessing that's the next step. So we checked all the fuses, we checked wires, although whatever we could, and yeah, nothing seems wrong. So I guess it's just time to start taking out the fairings, or taking out the fairings and checking the spark plugs and the coil packs, I guess. So I ended up taking off a lot more than I think I should have. I realized I only need to take off a few things for the rad and I can access the spark plugs. I'm hoping I can then. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there and then just start working on taking off rad, which the coolant is all gonna leak, so I'm gonna have to find a way to collect all of that. I'm gonna see if this bucket will hopefully catch most of this coolant. I'm hoping it will, it should. That did not go the way I wanted it to. Oh! Coolant does not taste very good. FYI. So now we gotta drain this, and now we gotta fill it up back up again. I didn't really want to empty anything, but there's also all this on this side, and that should drain the rest of it. Got this pipe off, and of course it had to make a mess again, so now I'm double soaked. But hey, I think I got all the pipes off. There's one bolt at the bottom right there. I think there's this one, and then there's one on top on each side. I think that's the only ones that there are. Of course I had to go the hard road again, but yeah, I lied to you guys. It's not these bolts. There's just one at the bottom, and then on the right side of the bike, there's a bolt that holds the top piece of that side, and then you just drop that side down and push it out of this bushing right there. So yeah, you just take out the bolt on the right side and the one on the bottom. Yeah, I got that off now. I got access to the spark plugs. So yeah, I'm gonna start testing that. Well, I took out two spark plugs and they are kind of soaked in gas. And like, they look pretty new, but they're like soaked. So this one's not quite as wet. So my guess is it's flooded. Now, I'm not no motorcycle mechanic or mechanic in general, so I'm not quite sure on how to unflood it, I guess. So I'm gonna text my buddy, ask him a few things, and then go from there. But I think there's definitely too much gas in the cylinders. At least we know that after all of that. I guess I did take off more than I needed to, because of course I had to make more work for myself, but yeah, I'll wait a couple minutes, and then see if I can get an answer. Morning guys, it's the next day now. Started raining outside, so we move everything inside. It's a bit darker in here, but we're still gonna make it work. Right now we're just gonna take off or take out the rest of the spark plugs and check if they have spark. So we're gonna put them in the, plug in the coils, put them in the coils and see if we got spark. So yeah, hopefully if they got spark, then it's probably just flooded, so that should be not too hard to fix. Forgot to film that part, but yeah, I took out all these spark plugs and they are soaked with gas. So we're gonna clean those up as best as possible, and then basically take one of these, plug it in, put in a spark plug, make sure it has spark for each and every one of them, and yeah, then run it through, get all the gas out so it's not flooded anymore, and hopefully it should start then. Oh, I didn't think I guess I didn't film this, but yeah, all 4 coils, all 4 pistons, what the fuck, all 4 spark plugs, all 4 coils, and on all 4 cylinders, all fire. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and try to clear the cylinders of the flooded gas. It must be the only reason, because they're all soaked in gas and it's not running. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead doing that. I'm not quite sure how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Progress. So I took off these relays. I'm not quite sure which one is the right one exactly, but I know one or all of these is the fuel relay. So now when I turn it on, the fuel pump does not turn on. And I'm honestly not sure how many times I should crank it, but something like that should help clear the cylinders, I guess. So yeah, now I'm gonna put all of these back, see how it goes. Of course, I'm just gonna start it, and if it does anything, I'm just gonna shut it off because I got no coolant in there. I think it should be good to run like for half a second without coolant, but yeah, I'm gonna do a bit more research, but I think that should work. I'm hoping it works. So I got all the spark plugs in there and 2 of the coils already. So yeah, I'm gonna put these 2 back in there, plug these back in, and hopefully she'll run. So we'll see. All right, moment of truth. I got these plugged in, I got all the spark plugs in, fuel pump's pumping. Woo! Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Woo, fuck yeah. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. So yeah, now I'm just gonna quickly put some coolant in the radiator again, put that together, start up again with coolant, and see how she does. That was actually pretty easy. Yeah, now I'll start putting shit back together. together, and she's running just fine. Getting temperature. Does need a new tire, but this will last me for a bit yet. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Well, it's all back together. I did notice something when I put it back together. There's quite a bit of a gap there. I'm not sure how to fix it. I can lift this up a little bit, but it just keeps popping out. Number two, there's supposed to be another piece right here that's missing. It's no big deal. And yeah, the other side, the same thing. This is just held together with zip ties right here, but looks good enough. This is one place where it's broken, where a reflector used to be, I think. So this thing on this side is gone, but other side it's just broken. Yeah, now to take it for a quick rip around the block, make sure it works. And yeah, I've got a working bike then. Not even too much work.